Hey everybody, happy October 28th. It's been a couple weeks since my last post where I talked about leadership or in slash authority. But today I'm just going to give you a quick update on my current situation. But I think I should let you know what the process was. So first of all, when I researched about retiring in Colombia, I went to all the sources. I went to the Colombian government site and I researched visas and so on. But some of this information I found out later on wasn't available to me, and so there was a couple mistakes made. One was that it was better for me to. I should have applied for the visa from Canada before even going to Colombia for my Spanish lessons, but I couldn't find that anywhere in my research. It was only when I hired the lawyer in Colombia that they brought that to my attention, which is why I cut my Colombia stay short to come here and get working on the process right away. So I've been back for a while now, and I'll just kind of give you an update. So the process is what I had to do was I had to get a medical exam done with a letter from the doctor saying I'm healthy enough to live down there. I had to get a criminal record check, and I had to get financial. I have evidence of financial resources. So basically, a letter from my pension saying that I make X amount of money per month. Then I would take those documents to a notary in Canada. They get me to swear an affidavit that these are true, and then they send those documents off to the Ministry of Justice in BC, and then the Ministry of Justice then sends whatever they do. I don't know, but they apparently then they send it off to the Colombian consulate. Cost me $17 US for that, and then ultimately the Colombian consulate will then send it back to the notary with whatever they've done on it, and then after that. The notary will scan and it'll give me those physical copies, and the notary will scan and email them to me as well. I send those scanned documents off to my lawyer in Colombia. They will translate those into Spanish, and then give me a copy of that. And then they will submit an application to the Colombian government for my retirement visa, and then they will set up an appointment for me. So, in a perfect world, that whole process would take 6 weeks. But of course, it's not a perfect world. And what do? I forgot about my criminal record check. And I was driving back, I think, from trail, and I went, oh no. So I was about 2 weeks behind on that. So I then got them to expedite it. So where's everything now? So from what I understand, everything is sitting at the Colombian consulate in Vancouver, and we're waiting for all the documentation to be sent to the notary. So I had a plane ticket for November the 4th, hoping to have this all done by then. That's not going to happen. And so I've changed the ticket date to December the 2nd and hope that I will have my visa in time to go down to Colombia on December 2nd. Now, I can always change the ticket time. I just don't want to waste that money. And it only cost me $10 this time, so that was cool. And so that means I'm probably in Canada for minimum another month. So, well, that's just great. There's a couple changes in the visa too. So there won't. I guess they had the option to go 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year. Now it's just a 3-year visa. So that's good if they approve it. So that's good. And the new thing too was the medical, which is probably why I didn't see that on the research. But it all makes sense to me. You think they'd want to know how much of a drain on the healthcare system I'm going to be down there. But just saying, it's a retirement visa. I don't know what they're expecting 25-year-olds to retire. I mean, anyone who's 60 plus going down there is going to come with some issues, right? My burden is my good looks. You know, I'm willing to bear. So now what do I do until December 2nd? So what I've done is I do some bucket list stuff. So one is you can see I'm in a hotel room here. I'm currently in Brownsville, Texas, and today I got to go see SpaceX Starship site. So it's I'm telling you, it was such a neat thing. So I'm going to post a separate video on my trip down here. I've already put some pictures on Facebook. You guys want to look there. But I'm telling you, there's nothing like seeing that in person. The scale and the size of these rockets when you're there, they're just mind-blowing. And it's right on the highway. It's just right there. I mean, it's like I can reach out and touch them. So hats off to SpaceX and Elon Musk for all that. I know he's a bit off, this boy, but in the space department they seem to be doing well. There's a couple things, observations I had down there. One was a lot of cop cars, just crazy amount of police down there, probably because it's so close to the Mexican border. And they also had like a check stop so that to see if you're an American citizen coming back out of there, because I imagine it's an entry point for illegals. And the other, I only saw like 3 Tesla vehicles. I'm a little shocked. I think they would be just covered in Teslas down there. Anyways, just an observation. And the other thing too about Texas is that there's no landmarks here. I'm used to all the mountains in Canada or BC, and I don't know where I am. Like, it just looks like everywhere you go looks like a small town because of the trees, and you can't see anything. And other than the occasional McDonald's signs or Walmart sign that's 400 feet in the air, and you can see that, but that's about it. So anyways, I'm here till tomorrow morning, and then I fly off to Philadelphia to spend a few days with an old friend of mine, Mayor Roselle, and I haven't seen her in 36 years. First met her in 1983 in YWAM. And so another bucket list thing there I thought, why not? I'm down here for SpaceX anyways, and she's willing to have me there, her and her husband Anthony. And so if you guys are seeing this video, thank you. It's going to be fun. And I guess Mayor, I don't know if Anthony had an involvement in the album or not, but they got this band going called the Vague Ideas, and they've done a really neat EP out of that. So I'll post that at the bottom, that link to that EP, so you guys can all take a look at it and hear it. So I think that's about it for an update. Just if you're the praying type, please pray for me that this happens fast, that I am just languishing up here. Thank you, Sandy and Dwayne, Dawn and Joy, Cindy and Jimbo, for putting up with me, staying at your guys' places all this time. Feeling like a bit of a fifth wheel there, but I guess that's what family's for, and they know they can stay with me anytime, but it'd be in Colombia. Anyway, so God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.